Hi, it's Andy with West Valley 411. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put a drinking fountain in your backyard off of your old hose bib. And it's also part 2 of a video where we're going to look at the forensics of a galvanized pipe that corroded after 15 years. So first, let's look at the drinking fountain. Basically, you take your hose bib off of your water supply from your wall, replace it with an elbow, and then add a threaded connector, spacer, thread connector, a ball valve or gate valve so you can shut the water off without having to go out to the street, another threaded connector, and then go down through the ground, 8 inches or so, however is appropriate for your area. On this side, I added a steel fence post that's got a concrete footing. I put in a T and the original hose bib, and then you can purchase a drinking fountain from Home Depot. It's got a reducer here from your 3/4 inch pipe, and then just use pipe dope and Teflon tape here, and you should be good to go. What's really cool about it, here is the current water output. Then it's got a cap on the front that you can adjust with a screwdriver. And if you want to make it a shower for the neighborhood, the kids, you can do that as well. I'm not going to go into how to prepare the PVC or how to glue them together. You can probably get that from other videos if you made it yourself. Just use purple primer. The important thing for the primer is, and there's been years that I haven't used it, it basically softens the PVC and allows you to get an actual weld. So when you put the PVC glue on there, it'll really take and seal really well. Now, I do want to add that, as always, some projects are more difficult than you originally think. I actually had to redo the connection to my ball valve here because I didn't tighten the threaded connector enough. I'm probably overly concerned about cracking the plastic. If you have plastic to plastic, as in a sprinkler valve, you know, that could be a concern. I guess with the metal, you might need to be concerned about the temperature change and the metal expanding and maybe cracking it in the summer. It's over 100 degrees here, and in this corner, I get reflected heat from all sides. So, you know, it could be an issue, but I did have a very slight leak out of one of the threads. And so I just decided to take it all apart. I basically had to cut it low here, below ground, before I filled it up with dirt, and then just tightened them up 2 or 3 more turns, and that seemed to do the job. But you can see here, there's still about half of the thread connector that's still visible, and on the bottom one maybe a little bit less, but at least I don't have a leak. The nice thing about this type of a valve is that, you know, it's just a half a turn, and then the water supply's off, and half a turn, and then it's on again. So now let's look at the forensics of our pipe. This is part 2 of the video. So in part 1, we looked at how bad these pipes, galvanized pipes, were corroded, and how close they were to bursting. Now, you probably can't see on the screen here, and I think this might be a little bit blurry, so let me see if I can focus this a little bit more. There is a slight pinhole just on the inside of this pipe that in part 1 of the video we show. So besides the mineral salts that have accumulated on this pipe, it's pretty thin. And if we compare it to the other pipe that was right here underneath the hose bib, it's, you know, what, a third of the thickness, maybe 25%. I don't know why this pipe here did not corrode, but this one did. I did have a sprinkler that is now capped that sprayed water in this general area, and possibly it you know, accumulated over here by this pipe, or maybe it was a defective pipe, who knows. I got them both on the same day at Home Depot. Or is it possible that some of the additives to the cement from the house footing, if that was too close and it, you know, maybe leached out and corroded the pipe? It's hard to say, but it was really corroded right here at ground level. So my suggestion, and this is what I did, is I just converted directly to PVC right off the water supply. The reason I didn't do it previously is I was concerned that it wouldn't be durable enough with kids getting, you know, making water balloons here at the hose bib and you know, pulling this constantly when they're getting a drink. But I did support it with clamps or the bands, and now this portion here has been replaced with PVC, and I did put a sleeve on that to prevent any damage from, you know, just hitting it with buckets and stuff. So my suggestion is go with PVC and support it, and you won't have to spend hours replacing it 15 years later, because when something corrodes like that, it's you know, going to lead to some kind of disaster. And if you're on vacation and it leaks, or it's wintertime when it's raining and you don't see the leak and then it gets worse, you know, you're just going to be wasting water. So let's go take a look at the other pipe that I installed over by the shower. So this is what the shower looks like. It's got insulated pipe around it. It's got a fence post with a concrete footing supported by brackets here. I've got a water balloon station and another hose bib for a backyard hose on this side. So as you can see, this one is undisturbed, and haven't looked at it yet because the other one I noticed was all rusted and corroding. So I've got it surrounded by insulated pipe for the winter so it doesn't freeze, and you know what, it looks pretty good. I don't see any brown rust on the outside. It looks like I put on some insulation years ago, and I've just accumulated so much soil from the leaves from trees that looks like it got covered up. So I don't know, I may just leave this one in as opposed to taking several hours to dig it out, because I don't see any damage on this pipe at all, and it's been 15 years. So hope this helps. Good luck. You can have a lot of fun with your drinking fountain and, you know, shower in the backyard. You can spritz off when it's hot, or you're out doing yard work and you don't want to go inside for a shower. It really makes it nice, so you can just kind of cool off without having to, you know, pump up your kid's pool. Anyway, good luck, happy drinking, and have fun with your drinking fountain. Post any questions and I'll be happy to get back to you.